Last week I bought myself a couple of big 256 gig memory cards made by Lexar. I think I got stung. First time I tried to use them, well, this is what happened. If this video is sounding like I'm going to be grinding an axe, I am. So for the last couple of years I've been using Samsung Micro SD 128 gig EVO cards to do all of my videos. They go in the camera. I've got two of them. There's one of them in this camera right now. Recently I bought a couple new of these Lexar 256 gig memory cards. These ones were right here. Bought two of them. They were on sale at Staples, so I figured, what the heck, 256 gig? I've had Lexar memory cards before, never had any trouble. Well, I tried to use this one today to shoot a video, and everything seemed to be fine until I went to try to copy the files over to the computer for editing. And this is what I ended up encountering. Watch. So I've got this little Insignia micro SD and SD card reader, and I can put the card in directly. The reason I've got this is because sometimes I have memory cards that come out of like my dash cam, for example, and I don't want to have to look for an adapter, but usually the cards stay in the adapter because that's what I normally use them in my camera. My camera uses full-size SD cards. And this error is happening for both. So I'm going to plug it into the micro SD card first, and let's see if I can even see it on my computer. I'm actually surprised because when I just tried this a few minutes ago, it didn't even show up. But it's showing up now. Let's see if I can copy the files. We'll drag the files over. We'll see how fast they'll copy over. Now, look at how slow these files are copying. Really? 3.79 gigabytes of files is going to take an hour to copy? Are you on drugs? 1.14 megabytes per second? Like, this should be more like around 40 or 50. This is a USB 3 connection. I'm wondering, am I going to get an error here? Because when I was trying this earlier, it would copy for a bit and then it would come up and say, cannot read file. This is, okay, it's gotten up to, okay, now it's going a little bit faster, but why was it so slow there? I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a brand new memory card. This is the first time it's been used. I don't know whether it's bad or whether it's counterfeit or what is the story behind this, but it certainly should be copying much, much faster than that. Like, for example, I will show you what the Samsung copies at in the same reader. For the fun of it, I'm going to try it in this Logix. This is a USB 2 card reader. I've got the card in the adapter. Same files. We'll drag these ones over using the old USB 2 interface. We'll see how fast this one gets going. Well, this one's already at 20, which I think is about the speed that it's going to go for USB 2. It's a lot quicker than the other one already. Remember, initially the other one said it was going to be an hour when it first started. I'll transfer a Samsung memory card. We'll see how quick it transfers. But this is ridiculous. Can you imagine how long this would take if it was full? I'm only transferring, what, a little under 4 gigabytes in files, and it's taken forever. Alright, this time I'm going to put the Samsung micro SD card in the adapter into this Insignia reader, because this is usually the way I do it. And we'll drag the files that I just recorded of this, because I've got another memory card in here now to finish this up. I'll drag the clips of this into that folder, and we'll see how quick they copy. So here are the files. We'll drag them over and we'll look at the details. That's more like it. That is the kind of speed that I expect to see my files transferring at. And when I put that Lexar one in, well, as we saw, they were nothing like this. So that's transferring it over in the micro SD adapter. I'll pull the card out of the adapter and I'll put it straight into the reader and we'll check the speed again. I've got the card in the micro SD slot now. Not quite as fast out of the micro SD slot as it was out of the regular SD slot with the micro SD card sitting in a card adapter. Don't quite know why that is, but still it's transferring at 20 megabytes per second. We'll do it again put the memory card in the adapter and see if the speed goes up again. Okay, once again I'm on the SD card side in the adapter. We'll copy it over. And 32.1, 34. Once again, I'll try that 256 gig memory card into the same reader. And we're at a painful 3.62 megabytes per second. So something is definitely wrong with this memory card, because there's no way in hell that that memory card should be that slow. It says right here, up to 100 megabytes per second read, 45 megabytes per second write. That's the memory card. And yet it's performing so slow, it isn't funny. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. If you wonder what's going on with that PNY that's sitting there, the 128, well, that card just happened to lock itself for no apparent reason. So I can read from it, but I can't erase and I can't write anything to it. That was used in my dash cam. And it just locked up a couple years ago, and that was the end of that one. Anyway, your mileage may vary, but I'm sticking with my Samsung. And the reason that that's got a black mark on it, for you guys, if you're wondering why, it's so I know which one is which. I've got 2 of them. So I put a black mark on one so I know which one was which. That's the only reason. Thanks for watching.